Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Just a couple hours ago, I made a video on how to place this circle at the left, right, top, and bottom. And I've done several videos like that, but then somebody emailed me and asked me off of one of my videos, how would you put it like, these are at 90 degrees, and how would you put it at 45? There's two ways. I'm gonna make two copies of this, or I'm gonna make a copy of this and nudge it out of the way so I can use that later. What you can do is, I'm going to make a duplicate because I'm going to use that ellipse for a reference point. I'm going to shift select the outside circle and I'm going to hit T. So that put it right in the center. We can go here and double click on it and get a rotation, and a lot of times it'll help put that in the center. It might not have done it this time. A lot of times you can move off your subject and come back. Normally I use indexing lines, and you know what? It's not really helping me, so I'm going to delete that. I'm going to bring in an indexing line. I work in the center of the page. I'm going to hit P and P, and then I'm going to grab my 1-inch ellipse, and see, now it's in the center. It worked. So I can go now to Windows, Dockers, and Transformation or Transform, depending on which one. And we need 8 of them, but we've already got one, so we only need 7. I'm going to rotate them at 45 degrees and just do 7. And then hit Apply. That put those circles, so that way when you did use your Smart Fill tool to fill in these different colors, and they'll be perfectly spaced apart at a 45-degree angle. And just like in the first video, we can left click no outline, and you have that. So you can do that, or if you followed the first one, I'm going to hit P and put everything in the center of the page. I am going to select my little circle, shift select my big circle, and hit T, like put it to the top. Now, I just thought of a third way. You could take, if you're just going for the colors, you could Control D this duplicate because you're working in the center of the page and rotate it 45 degrees. Now, you are putting more circles and more line, but if you're not going to use the lines anyway, then you could take your Smart Fill tool and fill in every other spot, and so on and so on. Now, let's just back up here and do it the way I was going to do it originally, so you won't have so many copies, and especially if you were going to cut this out. So there's the one copy. Whoop. Whenever you use the Smart Fill tool, you got to click off of it. And we're going to shift select that. Well, we're going to Control D and make a duplicate of it. Shift select the outside circle and hit B like in bottom. I'm going to take another one. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate and hit P. I'm going to shift select the outside circle again and hit L for left. I'm going to make a duplicate of that. Whoop. I didn't want to make a duplicate of the whole thing. I'm going to make a duplicate of just that circle. Shift select that and hit R for right. Now, all you'd have to do the same thing would be to rotate it 45 degrees. And you'd have them there. Now, if you needed at 90 and 45, you could Control D like we did before and rotate it 45 degrees. And that gives you circles. And especially if you're going to if you just want, and you can have the lines. Let's just make them all in green real quick. And let's take and right click no outline. So now we just have a object, but you could still, if you wanted to cut that out, you could select all these and you could left click no fill and right click an outline, and you'll have those individual outlines also. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.